Hi, welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL Classroom. Today we're going to continue with Chapter 14 of the Blue Book. To complete this lesson, you'll need this page, page 133 of your textbook. You do not need to print it. And this page, page 103 of your activity book. This page you do need to print. So, let's get started. Here we go. All right. So now we're talking a little bit more about the weather. So in this section it's called What's the Forecast? Forecast, it can mean a few different things when we're talking about the future, something that's going to happen in the future. But usually it means the weather. The forecast usually means the weather forecast. What will the weather be like tomorrow or next week? That's the forecast. Okay, so we've got a blue box here. I'll zoom in on it. So now we're using the word want. And over here, you'll notice we've got this same S again. Bet you thought you were done with that. With some words have an S, some don't. But I'll let you in on a little secret. That S is going to be with you until the day you die, okay? So long as you're learning English, you're going to have to be paying attention to maybe you need to add an S at the end of the word. So long as you're speaking English, you're going to have to do that. So let's go over it. Fortunately, it follows the same rules the other S's follow. I want to study. We want to study. You want to study. They want to study. These four, no S. Now down here, it changes. He wants, with the S, wants to study. She wants to study. It wants to study. Get it? Okay, good. So let's zoom out a little bit and go over our examples. So we've got this question. So we've got a whole conversation, actually. Whole conversation. Maybe zoom out a little more. There we go. All right, so this guy's talking to this guy about what he wants to do. What are you going to do tomorrow? Remember, we just learned that. I don't know. I want to go swimming, but I think the weather is going to be bad. Really? What's the forecast? The radio says it's going to rain. That's strange. According to the newspaper, it's going to be sunny. I hope you're right. I really want to go swimming. So here we're practicing several things at once. We're asking a question about the future. What are you going to do tomorrow? Then we're saying what we want to do. Then we start talking about the weather forecast. The radio says that it's going to rain. That's a weather forecast. Then the newspaper says it's going to be sunny. That's a weather forecast. Then we go back to what we want to do. Okay? So these are pretty long conversations, but they practice a lot of the things that we have been going over. Okay? So let's look at the first one. Okay? I'll zoom out just a little bit so we can get it. There we go. Okay. So, what are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know. I want to have a picnic, but I think the weather's going to be bad. Really? What's the forecast? The radio says it's going to rain. That's strange. According to the newspaper, it's going to be nice. I hope you're right. I really want to have a picnic. Get this? So there's a nice long conversation, pretty long, about the future. So, if you have someone there to practice with, if you have a brother or sister to practice with, and I know some of you do, then I want you to read this out loud with your brother or your sister. At the same time, if you have your parents are available to practice with, you can ask your parents. You can practice with them. I'm sure they'll say yes, unless they're busy working, which many people are. But if they can, you can practice with them. Have these conversations. Have all 6 of these conversations with your parents. Okay? If not, then I want you to do 1, 2, and 3. Write them down on your separate sheet of paper. Write down the whole conversation. Okay? So, it's good writing practice. Writing practice is a good thing. You do need to practice writing. You need that writing skill to be really good at English and get good grades in school. So writing is a good thing to do. No reason not to do it. So 1, 2, and 3 writing. Pause the video and write the answers. Okay? Unless you have a partner to talk about it with. Either is fine. Either way, you should pause the video now. So pause the video and get to work. Alright, you pause the video? Good. Okay. So, I already did this one, but I'll do it again so you can check your work now. So now, check what you wrote. This is an important part of the process. It is. I know it's easy to just think you're done. You're not done. Okay? Listen to what I say. Check your work. Only if we do this whole thing together will you learn. If you don't check your work, then you're just going to keep making the same mistakes over again. You're going to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And you won't learn the right way to do it. Okay? So this is still important. Listen to what I say. What are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know. I want to have a picnic, but I think the weather is going to be bad. Really? What's the forecast? The radio says it's going to rain. That's strange. According to the newspaper, it's going to be nice. I hope you're right. I really want to have a picnic. So here's this word, according to. We've talked about it a few times before. According to means that some source is telling us something. You know? According to the textbook, this is the correct way to speak English. All right. Number 2. What are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know. I want to go to the beach, but I think the weather is going to be bad. Really? What's the forecast? The radio says it's going to be cloudy. That's strange. According to the newspaper, it's going to be sunny. I hope you're right. I really want to go to the beach. Okay? And last one. What are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know. I want to go sailing, but I think the weather is going to be bad. Really? What's the forecast? The radio says it's going to be foggy. That's strange. According to the newspaper, it's going to be clear. I hope you're right. I really want to go sailing. Okay, you got all that? Good. How we doing? All right. All right. Let's go on to the next page. So now, this page, we have one of these exercises that I just love. I love exercises like this because when I work with students, this is always the area that my students need the most work on. Even though they seem like they're very strong in English, when I test them on this, it turns out they need more practice. This is always what my students need more practice on. So I'm betting it's what you need more practice on. All right? So we're going to do it. What's the question? Okay? So over here, they give you an answer. And over here, you have to write a question. And you've got to pay attention to the word at the beginning of the question. What, when, where, why. Looks like that's what they use in this one. Okay? These question words are very easy to get mixed up. in English because they sound very similar. They all begin with WH. Many of them begin with WHE. Okay? They sound about the same, and their shape of the sentence they go in is very close. But they mean different things. So we have to practice them. Okay? So over here, I'll give you this example. Read number 1. We're going to do our exercises right now. The question is, what are you going to do right now? This question fits this answer. What are you going to do right now? We're going to do our exercises right now. Get it? So this is the answer. This is the question. Got to fill it in. After that, when you get down to here, this is a listening exercise. We'll do that together and then we'll be done for the day. But first, do these. Pause the video. Fill these in on your own. Okay? Let's get to work. All right. Number 2. You all done? I hope you're done. Number 2. She's going to babysit this Friday. When is she going to babysit? Did you check that? Did you say is? Not are, is. When is she going to babysit? Number 3. We're going to Paris next April. Where are you going next April? Okay. I hope you're listening. Check your work. Very important. Number 4. I'm going to clean it because it's dirty. Why are you going to clean it? And by the way, I hope you remembered to write your question mark at the end of every one of these. Every one of these is a question, so everyone needs a question mark. Okay? Number 5. They're going to go to the beach today. What are they going to do today? Okay, next. Number 6. I'm going to fix the doorbell next week. When are you going to fix the doorbell? Number 7. She's going to plant flowers in her yard. Where is she going to plant flowers? Number 8. He's going to read his email right now. When is he going to read his email? Number 9. I'm going to bed now because I'm tired. Why are you going to bed? Or maybe, why are you going to bed now? If you put now, that was also good. All right, good work. Let's look at this listening exercise now. Okay. So, page 103. Listen to the following weather forecasts and circle the correct answers. Talking a bit about the weather again. All right. So, today's weather forecast. Okay? we've got this afternoon and this evening. So, today's weather forecast, I'll read you the forecast. You see, this afternoon is going to be cool and cloudy. This evening, we don't know. Let's listen. This is Mike Martinez with today's weather forecast. This afternoon, it's going to be cool and cloudy, with temperatures from 55 to 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, did you hear what he said? This afternoon, it's going to be cool and cloudy. Okay? So now listen to the rest and figure out what's going to happen this evening. Okay? This evening, it's going to be foggy and warm, but it isn't going to rain. Okay, did you circle it? Circle everything you heard. What's going to happen this evening? Did you circle an answer? Okay, he said it's going to be foggy and warm, but it isn't going to rain, so we don't circle that. All right, next, let's go with the weekend weather forecast. Oop, you've got 3 to fill in here. Tonight, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? This is Barbara Burrows with your weekend weather forecast. Tonight, it's going to be clear and warm with 60-degree temperatures. Tomorrow, on Saturday, you can swim at the beach. It's going to be sunny and very hot, with temperatures between 90 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit. But take your umbrella with you on Sunday because it's going to be cool and it's going to rain. Did you get all that? So again, for tonight, it's going to be clear and warm. Clear and warm. For Saturday, it's going to be sunny and hot. And then Sunday, it's going to be cool and rain. Okay? And let's see here. Yes, last one. Okay? Monday's weather forecast. Here we go. This is Al Roberts with Monday's weather forecast. Monday morning is going to be cool and nice, but Monday afternoon, wear your gloves and your boots because it's going to be very cold and it's going to snow. On Tuesday morning, the skiing is going to be wonderful because it's going to be very sunny and very warm. Okay, did you get that? So, on Monday morning, it's going to be cool and nice. On Monday afternoon, it's going to be cold and snow. It's going to snow. On Tuesday morning, it's going to be sunny and warm. You get all that? All right, good work. That's the end of this video.